Imagine this. You wake up and instead of grabbing your phone to check notifications, you don't do any of that. Yes, 30 days without social media. Sounds crazy. Trust me, it's not. Over the course of this insane challenge, you'll go through many stages. From the fear of missing out to discovering mental clarity you never knew existed. And today I'm going to tell you what happens when you give social media the cold shoulder for a month. Overcoming the fear of being left out. In the beginning, panic hits. Oh my God, what if I miss something important? Calm down, our brain hates the idea of missing out on something. Freud would explain that this fear comes from our unconscious, an anxiety of not being part of the tribe. But relax, after a few days without posting or scrolling through the feed, you'll realize the world didn't stop turning without you. Newsflash, you're not missing anything crucial. Life goes on, and stepping away from the information bombardment shows you that taking a break doesn't kill you. And you know what's even better? Once that fear of missing out fades, you start to fear going back to that crazy cycle. Soon you'll notice how much peace of mind you gain by staying offline. Ironically, right? You quit the addiction out of fear, and then get scared of falling back into it. Creative boredom, silence as fertilizer. After getting over the initial withdrawal from notifications, boredom hits at some point. That boredom you used to escape by grabbing your phone every 5 minutes. Now it catches up with you. And guess what? That's amazing. No joke, silence becomes creative fertilizer. When you stop stuffing your mind with content 24/7, there's space for your imagination to wander. Suddenly, you find yourself staring at the ceiling or the sky, and your mind starts making random connections. Bam! A new idea is born. It could be a personal project, a solution to an annoying problem, or even a funny idea that makes you laugh alone, or simply the focus you needed to sort out your to-dos and get things done. Great thinkers have always valued these moments of idleness. Nietzsche believed in the power of solitude to reinvent ourselves. Freud talked about sublimation, taking the energy of a desire, like checking Instagram, and transforming it into something creative or useful. In other words, without realizing it, you're sublimating. Rather than stalking other people's lives, you write, draw, exercise, create something. Neuroscience backs this up. When your brain rests, it activates a default mode that sparks creativity. You know that saying, an idle mind is the devil's workshop? Forget that. Here it's an ideas workshop. Boredom, my friend, has turned into the fuel for great inventions. Productivity and mental clarity on the rise. Without your phone pinging with notifications every 2 minutes, you enter focus mode. Tasks that used to take you all day now get done in half the time because you're not stopping to see who liked your photo or replying to WhatsApp stickers. It's amazing how we regain lost hours. And it's not just about doing more, it's about doing things better with clearer mental focus. You know that feeling of having 1,000 tabs open in your head? After a few days offline, it's like you hit the reset button on your brain. You can truly focus on one thing at a time. Even the most tedious tasks feel almost meditative because you're present in them, not with half of your mind on Twitter. Even your leisure time improves. Watching a movie or reading a book without pausing to check notifications becomes a much more immersive experience. Reconnecting with childhood and simplicity. Remember when you were a kid and the day seemed to stretch out with endless possibilities? Well, disconnecting gives you a taste of that again. Without social media filling every free second, you end up returning to simple things. You pick up a forgotten guitar, doodle in a notebook, chat face-to-face with a friend, your mum or dad, or just take a walk around the block, paying attention to the trees, the sky, the life happening around you. It may seem silly, but it's liberating. Psychology talks a lot about our inner child. When you step away from the digital world, that inner child shows up. You get those pleasant memories, the carefree creativity, the ability to be amazed by little things. Nietzsche had a metaphor about the spirit becoming childlike again. It's when we regain spontaneity and freedom. Without worrying about posting or looking cool online, you simply are. Play, experiment, relax. And you realize that a lot of happiness was right there, in the offline small things we neglect when we're glued to a screen. Conscious consumption of information. After 30 days offline, when and if you return to social media, everything feels different. It's like you've switched glasses. You start seeing things critically, especially what you consume. You know when you stay off sugar for a while and then a soda tastes too sweet. It's similar here. That endless feed that used to trap you now seems kinda excessive, even toxic. You start asking yourself, do I really need all this? The big revelation is that you learn conscious information consumption. You realize you can't just gobble up whatever the algorithm serves you. Information is like food. You are what you consume. Do you want to live on mental fast food, endless scrolling of nonsense? Or do you prefer a balanced meal that nourishes you, content that teaches, inspires, adds value? At the end of the day, spending 30 days without social media is a reality check and a deep dive into self-knowledge. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It will be challenging. The first few days, your hand will itch to grab your phone, and you'll feel that annoying boredom. But it's like starting a diet or going to the gym. It hurts at first, but then you enjoy the results. And the results speak for themselves. More peace, more creativity, more focus, more real time lived. Great philosophers and scientists have been saying this for a long time. From Nietzsche to Freud, from Frankl to modern neuroscience, they all point out, face yourself, find meaning in the pauses, and choose carefully what you let into your mind. Life isn't in the likes, it's in the living. So here it is. My invitation: disconnect for 30 days. If you're scared, go ahead, do it scared. Write down in a notebook what you feel, observe the changes, become a scientist of your own self in this experiment. Subscribe to the channel.